Let Let me not consume much of your time as this is just an introduction session. I just want to introduce about Clinoxy. Me and Clinoxy are working together from past 3 years and we totally have trained around 7 batches for medical coding. And strictly we are focusing the candidates who are from the science background to shape their careers where we are providing to be effectively shaping their career. So it's very honorable and it's very blessed thing to be a part of these Clinoxy solutions. And I also welcome you and I request every fresher to propagate about this to who are in the field. Right, right. Let's start myself. This is Jeevna, and I've been working as a trainer in one of the MNCs of Hyderabad, and I have an experience of training around 15, no, 2,000 members in medical coding alone. So God gave me a privilege to shape the students who are directly from colleges to the professionals. So we have done this one. So now I just want to start the session about this medical coding. Okay, I'd like to tell what do you have an idea of medical coding? Let's make the session a little bit interesting by making it an interactive session. So let's please raise up your voices. I think I'm audible and you people can understand me. I believe, am I wrong in guessing this? Am I wrong in guessing this? Can you understand me? Hello. Can you
Yes,
understand me?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Your voice is audible.
Yeah, thank you. Right then. So, do you have any idea of medical coding team? Does anyone have an idea of medical coding here? Yes, please. If you have something, please let me know what you have an idea and we'll discuss more about
Assigning alphanumerical codes to a particular disease is called as medical coding.
it. Absolutely. You're right. I don't know who is this. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is a process of converting the patient's medical data or patient's medical record into the universally accepted codes. But you said it is simply like alphanumeric codes. It's not very strict that it's alphanumeric codes. It can be alphanumeric or it can be even numeric codes that we need to focus on. So let's look at what is this. So I'd like to draw a simple definition for medical coding in a most possible and in a most easiest way. So let's see what is there. I think I'm sharing my screen. Am I not? Sorry, Tim. All right. The process. So it's the process of the
I'm following.
patient's
Voice is not clear.
medical data into, yeah, universally accepted codes, medical codes, or in other words. So this is the shortest and the easiest form of medical coding. Now, ma'am, what do we do in that code? So again, coding can be of two types. You can do coding for diagnosis. So now let's see what is a diagnosis. Any idea? What is a diagnosis thing? Any disease, any illness, or any accident? No, sorry, not accident. Any fracture or any injury, anything. So can we list out some diagnoses you have an idea of? A few diagnoses. Please feel free to speak out. Can I say COVID as a diagnosis? Absolutely, it is. Team, I want the session to be interactive. Please do respond. Yeah, COVID, then hypertension, then team, please do respond.
Arthritis may be a diagnosis as well.
Atrial fibrillation.
Superb. Atrial fibrillation. Some of you are telling something like arthritis. What is that?
Yeah,
Arthritis.
arthritis.
Yeah, absolutely. So these are all the diagnoses. Okay. So we do convert the diagnosis into, yeah, thank you. So it might be something just like you have added. And next one is procedures. So procedures we'll convert that. So to do that actually in medical coding, from the patient's record, you'll convert diagnosis into codes and also the procedures. So what are all the procedures? The common procedures or the surgeries you see in market are C-section, arthroscopies, or you can see arthroplasties, or you can see bypass surgery. Any other surgeries? Any other surgeries? Laparoscopies, cataract surgeries, right? So this is all these procedures will be converted into codes. So what are all we are going to convert into medical codes team in a patient's record? It's a diagnosis and a procedure. Now let's look at the types of the codings. I think I'm making sense. Are you understanding?
Yes.
Right? So let's look at the types of medical coding. Basically, so we can see here to do diagnosis coding, there is one module that what we use in a code that is called as ICD-10CM. Do you have any idea of what is ICD-10CM? Anyone? It stands for Classification of Diseases 10th Revision, and CM stands for Clinical Modification. So using this, we are going to convert the diagnosis. To convert diagnosis, and do remember this is universally accepted. So let's see an example. Let's talk about diabetes, which is shortly written or which is shortly given as DM. For diabetes, the code of diabetes remains the same as 11.9 wherever you go, except Australia and in some other states. Around 85% of the world population does follow this ICD-10-CM. So 11.9 everywhere in the universe represents diabetes. Now hypertension, it is represented by code I10, which remains the same throughout the world. And you can see here, these are all alphanumeric codes. I think at the beginning of the session, some of you members were saying these are alphanumeric codes. Yes. ICD codes are alphanumeric codes, where the first character is an alphabet for all the ICD codes and remaining characters are all the numbers. Next, coming to the procedures, to code procedures, we have here two methods. One is CPT coding and another one is PCS coding. And this PCS coding is purely applicable for IP candidates. IP candidate means you would have heard IPDRG coding, which is purely applicable for inpatients. We all know who are inpatients and who are outpatients, right? Patient comes to hospital, visits the, evaluated by physician, leaves the hospital on the same day. That is
Outpatient.
outpatient, right? Whereas PCOS, inpatient means patient comes to hospital, need to stay at least 24 hours in the hospital. Patient need to stay at least 24 hours in the hospital, gets admitted, and then after he discharges from the hospital, it might be 5 days, 10 days, based on the physical condition of the patient. It is like IP. Okay. IP means patient getting admitted into hospital. And this PCS coding is purely applicable for IP coding. And coming to CPT, this is applicable for different types of codings. So where I'm going to discuss that a bit later. CPT coding. So you can use it for OP visits, ENM visits, for all the visits, CPT. So let's see what is actually the abbreviation of CPT. Do you have any idea of what is CPT? Can anyone expand? Current procedural terminology. And these codes are completely numeric codes. The codes are completely numeric codes, do remember. And PCS codes are alphanumeric codes again. Okay. Now, please let me know what are all the modules we use for coding procedures thing. To pick the codes for procedures, what are all the coding modules we use? You have the screen. What are all the different modules you can use for coding procedures? CPT and PCS, right? And in our training curriculum, Tim, can hear me? Can hear me? Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Right. In our training, thank you. In our training curriculum, we are going to cover ICD and going to schedule our medical coding classes. Now let's see. I've just now said like there are CPT you can use for different types of coding. So just let's look at the departments of the departments you can see in market. So first you might be hearing the words like ENM, IP coding, IVR coding, FCC, all these are the different departments. So all of these to fall in a major category like outpatient coding. So ENM includes IP, what is OP, both we can cover under ENM. Ma'am, actually, what is an ENM visit? Every time you visit a physician, based on the service that is done by the physician, you give a level to the physician. Based on the level you append to the physician, who is a physician first? Who's a physician? A doctor, right?
Doctor.
Okay. Yeah, based on the services that he is doing to you, you fix a level to the physician, and based on the level that is fixed to that service, he is going to get paid. So that is evaluation and management. And same day surgeries, usually any surgery, sometimes the surgeries are very small surgeries like cataract surgeries, laser surgeries, laparoscopies, arthroscopies, all this or same day surgery where on the same day of procedure, patient can go home from theater, or, I mean from operation theater. And IVR, which deals with completely the heart-related procedures. So that is IVR. And HCC department is a different department where the candidates will be picking codes only for ICD. They'll not do any procedural coding. Okay, they'll pick only the codes for ICD 10 cm. Then ancillaries, it includes both ICD and a special code for drugs. And this is IPDRG, which stands for Inpatient Diagnosis Related Grouping. So this is all about the different departments of the medical coding you can see in the market. Now, uh, let's talk about the salary of the medical coding candidate. So when you talk about the medical coding candidate salary, it varies based on the certification. I don't know how many of you are aware of this. There is one certification called CPC examination, which is available in the market. And we, Clinoxy, is specialized in giving training for both the medical coding and also for the exam prospect. That means if you get trained under us, you'll have the exam cleared, and also that will you will be enabled and you'll have the practical knowledge too. Like, we are not going to show you the chart, which is against company's rule, but the teaching whatever we provide you here will definitely help you in the clear understanding and application of the concepts. Okay, now let me talk about CPC. Have you ever at least heard of the term CPC? Anyone here?
Certified professional coder.
Yes, ma'am. Certified.
Super. Certified professional coder. And this examination is conducted by a body called as AAPC, stands for American Association of Professional Coders. And this exam is conducted for every individual, even if you're from a non-science background. Maybe you're from BTech, maybe you're from BCom, BA, MA, whatever your background. If you perceive this, you will be an eligible candidate for medical coding. The salaries, when you talk about medical coding salary, it varies a bit between the every company. We have multiple companies available there, so we have the salaries varied based on whether a candidate is a certified candidate or a non-certified candidate. If the yeah, if you're a non-certified candidate, candidate, you 18K that not if you're a non-certified. But if you're a certified, definitely there is a variation like 4 to 5K, 5,000 variation you can see between certified and non-certified. Okay, and now coming to this basic salary, it
Ma'am,
might be varying for a fresher.
sorry to
Yes, please.
interrupt you, ma'am. So
Yeah,
this
yeah, Ravi.
Akshay is telling that there is too much lag. So Akshay, is a voice problem or else what it would be? Voice problem. Okay. Okay, thank you. Ma'am, like I can check the
Oh,
connection, ma'am. Like it is actually I thought like it is getting for me only. Sometimes, ma'am, it is
oh.
not. So can you see that
Mm-hmm.
properly? Can you connect to
Ravi,
properly?
is it fine? No, actually, I connected to a stable Wi-Fi. Ravi, is it okay now?
Now it's okay, ma'am. Actually, when you're like explaining, ma'am, it is
Mm-hmm.
like so your voice is lagging actually. So it is coming. So sometimes it will be little fast, sometimes it little slow.
Okay,
So
okay.
actually, I thought like it is for me only. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for bringing this to my notice, Ravi and Akshay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's be back to the salaries. For an individual who is non-certified, it might be around 15,000 to 20,000 based on the company you are getting recruited into. For a certified, it might be from 20,000 to 32,000. Even there are companies like Optum which can give you around 32,000 as a fresher if you are certified. So do remember there is great uh, effect if you get certified. Okay, and you might get now hear a doubt, ma'am. Do we need to really take certification? How much does this cost? Is that your doubt in your brain? Isn't it? Yeah, it is necessary to do
Costs are
certification
a
if you have. Yeah, I'll also let you know for sure. It is necessary to do certification, but do remember, still you can begin your career as a non-certified candidate. But let me talk genuinely as I'm a part of the company. I've been observing how it's happening. The first thing is we are calling for openings. If we have 100 openings, we call openings for both the freshers and certified and non-certified. Firstly, if we get the certified candidates 100 who are able to crack the interview, then we give opportunity to certified itself. And if we have still seats left over, then we'll give preference to non-certified. But still there is a scope to begin your career as a non-certified coder, and the decision is up to your hands either to go with certification or not. But still Clinoxy is giving you such a privilege to get the practical knowledge on ICD, on your medical coding, and also which helps you a lot in cracking your CPC. Let's talk about the most interesting thing, how the exam pattern is going to be. Firstly, it's going to be an online exam, but it's not the case where you can sit at your comfort zone in your home or in any internet. It's not the case. So APC organizes here, authorized here some centers, and you have to go there to take up the exam through online mode. And the number of questions are 100 questions, of which you need to secure 70 marks in 4 hours. Then next important question, ma'am, how much we need to pay for CPC? The examination fees is $530. I'm talking only about the examination fees plus membership. Membership is equal to $215. So what? How much it would cost? It around $745. So how much would it be in terms of rupees? You can calculate on the day of your taking exam, or you have to book a slot before your exam. On the day of the day, you can get an idea. As of now, it's approximately 65,000 to 65 to 67,000. That's it. Plus GST. Including GST and everything, it would cost around 65 to 67,000, including GST, foreign conversion charges, that and all. Now, what is the benefit of taking this examination is just now we have seen. Firstly, there will be more chances for you to get recruited and noticed by companies. Second thing is they will be good. You can begin your career with a very good hike. Very good package. And third one is in order to take this. If you take these examinations, the boon of this is you can take the exams for 2 attempts. let's say unfortunately if you fail to crack your exam in first attempt, then you are free to take your second attempt without paying a penny to AAPC body. That is one of the benefits of AAPC. I mean the CPC exam. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts till you?
No, ma'am.
Now, so this is all about the introduction which I want to tell, and I also want to add a few lines about our training curriculum. Do remember, Clinox is going to offer completely the training in an online mode, and the timing is from 8:15 to 9:15. 8:15 to 9:15 p.m. only in the evenings we are offering, and most important thing and most favorite thing is we are going to offer the online courses where you can join the courses at your comfort zone. And another favorite thing is, unfortunately, if you miss any class, we also provide you the recording. So on the day of missing class, you can listen to the recordings. Along with that, we provide you practice tests, the mock tests, grand test. So everything we cover here. And coming to the planning, the training curriculum is for 3 months, and out of which 3 months, the first 5 months we'll be focusing on ICD, and the next 1.5 months is for CPT. So this is all about training curriculum, Clinoxy, and about Gina, which I've given introduction. Now I'd like to hear from you. Is there something that you want to know and listen from us? Can diploma and pharmacy holders join? Will this affect an interview round as being a non-degree holder? I'm sorry, Akshay, this is not applicable for diploma candidates. It's purely applicable for the graduates. All questions are welcome. You can put all your doubts here. I'm here to help you even in your career guidance. So you can drop your questions here, team, about training or anything.
So guys, this is an interactive session. Like already ma'am discussed about this training program, whatever it may be. Do you have any questions? Ma'am is here to clarify your doubts. Yes. So you are putting in the chat box. Okay. So we are coming to chat box, which is a high
Uh,
paid department, ma'am. So
yes,
someone is
I see that, Srishti Patil.
yes, yes, ma'am.
To be frank, it is IPDRG is a highly paid department, but you cannot fix always yourself on that IPDRG. Sometimes IPDRG may get replaced by ENM, or sometimes ENM gets replaced by SDS. The difference and the priorities changes, so it's better to have multiple coding. But to be frank, IPDRG is a highly paid, same way it's highly tough. Okay, and then, ma'am, for if you want to go with IPDRG coding, you can go with AHIMA. Other than IPDRG, if you want to go with, you can go with AAPC. But do remember, both certifications are valid for both the things. Let's say if I've taken certification from AHIMA, I can still go with OP coding. Like I can do SDS or I can do ENM. Same way, if I do CPC certification from AAPC, I can also go with IPDRG coding. So both of these are useful, but Ahima does not provide you any options to go with 2 attempts. As you're freshers and you're not aware of this, I just want to reveal the secret. AAPC gives you a chance to take attempts for 2 times. But Ahima, when you pay 40,000 or 30,000 to one exam, it will be for only single attempt. When does the exam is held every year? Whenever you want to take, we can book the slots. It's not like the season. Once you start practicing this, only after giving one can start practicing this only after giving CPC exam once done with the course of medical coding. Actually, I didn't understand this. One can start practicing this only after, look, whatever the training we are giving here, with this, you can crack your CPC exam and you have to do simultaneously. Let's say today I completed one chapter. From 2 to 3 days, I've been taking one chapter, and today is end of the chapter. And after completion of the chapter, you have to work on the questions, which helps you a lot in cracking your CPC exam. How will I career medical coding prior to pharmaceutical industries, ma'am? A very good question from Vinita. Yes, uh, this is most probably helpful to most of the women. Industries offer good range, but that takes a lot time for you to earn like 70, 80,000 when you are in the same industry. And especially many other things run around. Apart from all these politics that and all, when you talk about the health system compared to pharmaceutical industries, be it in R&D department or any other department, exposure to chemical is not that much helpful for women, be it for men or women. Most probably it is not that much effective, I mean not that much good for women to be continued, to be continuously exhibited or exposed to chemicals. It might result in some gynec problems. So firstly that's the thing. And next one, there is more scope to have a boom in your salary. I can promise you that you can earn around 50 to 60 thousands, and in fact, sorry, not even 50, you can earn around 70 to 80 thousands with just 5 years. Trust me, but that's a pure reflection of your performance. If you do well, you can earn around 50 to 60 thousands in just 3 to 4 years, and if it is 5 and more years, you can earn 90 thousands, and so then just check your salary growth with this medical coding and your pharmaceutical industries, which is a cheap department. To be frank, it's not like the case that you cannot look down on any department. All the departments are very important and all the departments are paid equally. So this is not a right question. I'm sorry, Srishti. Means it's just mandatory to give CPC for practicing medical coding, then we'll be considered as certified medical coder. Absolutely. Still, you have opportunities to begin your medical coder as a non-certified, but the probability is very less, Anita. You can be recruited by companies as a non-certified, but it is necessary to do certifications to survive the companies that are running on the same basis. How will you effect of AI future in medical coding? One more good question from Srusti. Yes, absolutely. But to be frank, glad is a thing that AI is not going to steal our jobs. Now you might get it out, ma'am. Even IT is losing jobs, and what about a medical coding? AI helps in picking the codes. AI come into our medical coding. It has already been into our medical coding, but it is only aiding us to improve the process of coding, but not to steal our jobs. And definitely for the next 10 to 15 years, we don't have any worries about a career in medical coding. And this is not my statement, or this is not Jivna's statement, and this is statement of director of AAPC. You can go and check the YouTube videos. Hmm, how will the abroad opportunities for medical coding? Yeah, if you want to go abroad, you have to be certified. If you want to work as a medical coder in abroad, whatever be the certification, you must do that. Compare and contrast vigilance and coding job criteria. I'm sorry, Varsha, I'm not the concerned person about this vigilance. Satish sir will direct you about this vigilance. I'm not the one to deal with this. PharmD graduates, which course is best, medical coding or PV, CDM, regulatory affairs? For whoever having doubts related to CDM, regulatory affairs, that and all, you please contact the Clinoxy Solution. Satish sir will guide you on this because I'm not the concerned person for
Surely,
that.
ma'am. I will take the answer. So for PharmD graduates, which course is the best medical coding of pharmacovigilance or CDM or regulatory affairs? So Nandu, as you are a life science graduate, you are eligible for the both. If you want to start your career in IT industry, that is a pharma IT or clinical research IT industry or healthcare industry, you can start anywhere because everything is related to what you studied in the graduation, whatever it may be. It's a B Farm or M Farm, PharmD or MSc, BSc Life Science or BMHS, MHS, Ayurveda doctors, dental doctors, so many are there. So if you want to really start your career in kickstart in healthcare industry or IT industry, you can start in medical coding as well. You can start in pharmacovigilance as well, in CDM as well, and regulatory affairs as well. So that's up to you actually. So it is your opinion where you want to start your career. So both are very nice and start the career, both having equal opportunities. Okay, how will be the abroad opportunities for medical coding? So everything's to excel in medical coding career is a B pharmacy enough or M pharmacy will be good choice. So Vinita, M pharmacy, B pharmacy, whatever it may be. So those are the graduations to start your career. Okay, so if you are doing M pharmacy, yeah, it's nice. If company wants to promote or something other any opportunities the company is having, so they'll see.
example, purely for your typing purpose, this is how this general info, or you can say the title page will look like. Again, this will be, these days, lots of things they got automated. So the names you are adding. Then you will be adding the name of your bank.
So someone is talking, ma'am. Jivana, ma'am, are you there?
Yeah, Ravi, I'm here. I too can hear some background disturbance, but I don't know from where it is.
Okay. So other student just she turned on the she turned on the voice actually. Okay. So brief pharmacy graduates, which is the best medical coding. So Maheshwari is asking, Maheshwari, medical coding. So B pharmacy is your degree. To start your career in which department? That is your wish. Medical coding means yeah, it is best. Why not? Okay.
Yeah,
If
let
you
me
are
take from here, Ravi.
yes, ma'am.
When that CDM that and all involves, you just please help me.
Sure, ma'am.
Right. Vinita, yeah, just like Ravi said, B pharmacy is enough, but graduation alone is enough to start your career and to uh, survive or to ride over this. B pharmacy alone is enough to go ahead in this medical coding. And coming to Maheshwari, which is the best which is best to medical coding? I think this question is related to departments. Just like I said, IPDRG is the best, and this is the toughest one. So based on your skills, it's yours. But not only that thing, you cannot always say that. Sometimes HCHC coders might be earning more than IPDRG, or sometimes SDS coders might be earning more than you. So it's something like season which changes. So sometimes IPDRG will be in boom, and sometimes ENM, and sometimes SDS, and sometimes ancillary. Based on the department requirement and market requirement, it changes. Better to have multi coding skills, which you will get only upon experience. I think the doubt is clear, Maheshwari. Right, right. Any more doubts? All doubts are welcomed.
Ma'am, if you stop sharing screen, I'll start the sharing
Sure, sure.
screen.
Yeah, done.
Okay, ma'am. So, guys, my screen is visible to you, right? I believe. Yes. So my screen is visible, ma'am. Yes. See the eligibility criteria of medical coding. You can see here open to graduates from various health and life science disciplines, including B Farm, M Farm, Farm D, Dental, MBBS, Nursing, Chemistry, Biotechnology, and all life science graduates are eligibility for this medical coding job opportunities. So career opportunities and next steps. You can see here, you can leadership roles like a specialized positions, entry level opportunities. So you can see medical coder or a reviewer or associate, you can join in any company. So you can become like a medical coder, coding analyst, coding associate. Next to manager in medical coding expert. So I believe that already ma'am explained about these roles and responsibilities, about the salary packages also. You can see here our training program, CPC training program. It is a 3 months training program. We are going to start the online and offline also. So as of now, we are going for online. So and offline also, we are going to start the medical coding sessions. So guys, already this is the certification, course completion certification. You can see in India, we are only the first institution or clinical research organization giving a certificate from Indian Pharmaceutical Association. You can see here logo, and downside you can see our accreditations. So this is a sample certification, guys. You can see here. So hurry up, guys, we are going to start the new batch in this month only. So if you have any queries, so you can just connect to our number plus 917416096799. I just message you in the chat box. You can see the chat box. Next moment. Okay. See, so I dropped a chart in this. Okay. What's the admission process? Yes. Oh, Jashwini. So you just ping to this number. Just message hi to this number. So our admission team is going to connect with you. So they are going to give you clarity about the fee structure, about the batch details, about the all the details of classes. So you can see I message you here in the chat box. You can see number is there plus 917416096799. Hope you guys see in your training program in medical coding training program. So finally, I'm asking you if you have any questions, just unmute yourself and you can ask the question, or else you can message in the chat box. Is anyone is there? Is anyone is there?
Fee
Yes,
structure
yes.
will contact you. Venu, Clinoxy team is going to contact you for explaining the fee structure.
Yes,
Is
yes.
that a way?
Yes, yes. Your voice is not clear. Yes. The fee structure, I have just joined. Okay, okay. So Venu, just connect to this number 74160 96799. Our team is going to guide you and help you about the more details. Okay, thank you, Sojanya. So yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank
Venu.
you, team.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. So is there anyone? Is there anyone? Someone is talking?
So if
Okay.
anyone wants to contact, please contact our number at 74160 96799, and feel
Yes.
free to reach out to us for any doubts. Thank you so much for being part of this training, and would like to see most of your faces on our live classes, which are going to start from 22nd of this month. Happy festival. All the best, team.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Hope you guys. I'll see you in our session. Thank you. Thank you, Sojanya.